Let me first introduce our three speakers today. In the middle is our Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, Ms. Ada Chung. On your right is our Senior Legal Counsel, Ms. Hermina Ng. On your left is our Acting Chief Personal Data Officer of our Compliance and Inquiries Division, Mr. Brett Kwok. 好，而家我哋將時間交俾我哋嘅私隱專員鍾麗玲女士，有請專員。
唔該晒。各位傳媒朋友，早晨，大家好。今日我好高興咧，同大家見面，同大家咧係報告翻私隱專員公署咧係最新嗰個工作。今日咧我係會發表兩份報告嘅。第一份呢，就係調查報告，就係有關未經授權查閲 TE 信貸資料庫嘅信貸資料。第二份呢，就係一份檢視報告，咁就係比較10大網購平台嘅私隱設定。Good morning, friends from the media. Thank you for coming to this media briefing. I'm very pleased to share with you today the latest work of my office. Today, I will be publishing two reports. One is an investigation report in relation to unauthorized access to the credit data in the TE credit reference system, and another is an inspection report on the privacy settings, a comparison of the privacy settings of 10 online shopping platforms. For the English media, I will beg your pardons. Please bear with me for about 20 to 25 minutes. We'll first present the two reports in Cantonese, and this will be followed by a summary in English. 咁喺呢個部分呢，首先呢，我係會發表有關未經授權查閲 TE 信貸資料庫嘅信貸資料嘅調查報告。調查嘅背景呢，就係我哋私隱專員公署呢係收到一位市民嘅投訴。投訴呢就係有關呢個 TE 信貸資料庫係呢個資料庫入邊嘅查閲嘅情況。咁呢個資料庫呢係由軟媒科技有限公司開發同埋營運嘅。咁而投訴人呢，佢係一個借款人。咁佢經相熟嘅財務公司通知呢，佢係知道呢有8間呢，佢唔認識嘅財務公司呢，係曾經查閲佢喺呢個信貸資料庫入邊嘅信貸資料。其中一間財務公司呢，甚至係喺7日之內呢，係一共查閲佢嘅資料呢係3次嘅。咁大家喺呢個投射片入邊呢，就會睇到呢，其實呢8間財務公司嗰個查閲嘅次數嘅情況。咁呢個呢，就係一個相關嘅截圖嚟嘅。喺報告入邊呢，亦都係有嘅。講到呢個軟媒科技嘅背景啦，呢個軟媒科技公司呢，就係1991年係創立嘅。佢係提供呢係財務公司係使用兩個係系統啦，一個就係呢個 TE 信貸資料庫，另一個呢就係信貸借貸嘅管理系統。咁佢亦都提供一個手機嘅應用程式，My Loan 係供借款人使用嘅。咁我哋呢就收到呢個投訴之後呢，我哋係正式係進行調查。而喺調查嘅期間呢，我哋曾經係6次呢係出信俾呢個軟媒科技有限公司，咁亦都得到佢呢6次嘅書面回覆。而為咗更進一步了解呢個資料庫嘅運作嘅情況呢，我哋甚至呢係派我哋嘅人員呢去到軟媒科技喺九龍灣嘅辦公室，係面對面咁樣係再攞進一步嘅資料。咁我亦都想指出呢，呢個 TE 信貸資料庫嘅營運商軟媒科技呢，就唔係多家個人信貸資料服務機構，即係 MCRA 模式之下認可嘅信貸資料服務機構之一嘅。咁佢亦都唔受任何行業工會，譬如話包括呢個銀行嘅行業借貸人行業工會嘅守則嘅規管。亦都唔受金融行業相關法例嘅規管。咁至於呢個信貸資料庫嘅背景係點呢？信貸資料庫呢，就係2016年呢係建立嘅。 目的咧係提供一個平台，係俾呢啲信貸資料咧，就係俾財務公司去查閱同埋參考嘅。咁而參與呢個信貸資料庫嘅財務公司咧，係一共有大概680間，涉及大概18萬名借款人嘅信貸資料。所以呢個信貸資料入邊嘅資料咧，都係相當多嘅。咁喺呢個投射片入邊咧，我哋就好簡單咁以一個圖表嘅形式咧，就介紹翻呢個信貸資料庫嘅運作嘅情況。主要嚟講咧，財務公司咧就可以使用呢個借貸管理系統，呢個咧亦都係由遠媒科技有限公司係提供俾財務公司嘅。咁而去經過呢個借款人嘅同意同埋授權之後咧，佢係可以上載借款人嘅身份證號碼啦，同埋嘅信貸資料咧，係去到呢個信貸資料庫。咁亦都係同時啦，去查閲嘅時候咧，佢亦都要係確認咧，佢係有呢個借款人嘅同意同埋授權，佢先可以去查閲信貸資料庫入邊嘅資料。咁而呢個信貸資料庫入邊嘅資料咧，基本上咧就係信貸資料啦，同埋呢個借款人嘅身份證號碼。咁但係咧，佢呢個身份證號碼咧係演化成一個代碼嘅形式，係儲存喺呢個信貸資料庫入邊嘅。咁講到呢個MyLoan呢個手機應用程式啦，呢個咧亦都係一個系統，就係遠媒科技咧係提供俾借款人使用嘅。借款人咧就可以用呢個手機嘅應用程式MyLoan啦，去查閲翻佢自己嘅信貸記錄。咁喺我哋調查嘅過程中咧，遠媒科技嘅説法咧，就係話呢個信貸資料庫咧，其實咧佢只係涉及咧借款人嘅身份證號碼啦，同埋信貸資料。咁而去資料庫入邊嘅身份證號碼咧，就係以一個演算為代碼嘅形式去儲存嘅，就唔係一個完整嘅身份證號碼。咁同埋佢就話咧，呢個身份證號碼演算為代碼之後咧，係唔可以逆轉嘅。咁所以咧，佢嘅説法就係冇人可以係透過呢個信貸資料庫咧，係睇到借款人真正嘅身份證號碼。咁所以咧，佢就話呢個喺信貸資料庫入邊嘅資料咧，就並唔構成個人資料。咁我係唔同意呢個説法或者睇法嘅，因為我認為咧，身份證號碼係具有獨特性，同埋係唔可以改變嘅。無論任何時間咧，其實喺呢個遠媒科技呢個 TE 信貸系統呢個情況入邊咧，只要呢個財務公司係輸入同一個身份證號碼，佢係會演化為咧同一組嘅代碼，即係佢係1對1嘅，一定係獨一嘅代碼。咁而呢個代碼咧，事實上咧就係遠媒科技為咗作業嘅需要咧，係編配俾一個借款人嘅標識符。咁我覺得咧，其實呢個標識符咧，呢個代碼咧係仍然可以確實咁樣係識別到有關借款人嘅身份。大家可以諗下，因為財務公司咧上載資料嘅時候咧，佢係上載身份證號碼，雖然有關嘅系統將佢轉化為代碼，咁但係財務公司查閲資料嘅時候咧，一樣係用呢個身份證號碼，然後用呢個身份證號碼咧去得出同一組代碼，然後咧就勾翻相關嘅記錄出嚟。咁然後財務公司得到呢個記錄之後咧，其實佢係完全知道呢個記錄係邊一個借款人嘅。咁所以我哋睇翻成個情況嚟睇咧，同埋睇翻呢個信貸資料庫嘅功用嚟睇咧，仍然我哋係覺得咧，所有嘅資料咧，呢個信貸資料庫入邊嘅資料咧，仍然係構成個人資料。咁另外啦，就講到去嗰個成個資料庫嘅操作情況啦。遠媒科技就表示咧，就同財務公司係簽訂咗呢個資料庫嘅使用協議書。咁而根據呢個使用協議書咧，其實咧佢亦都講明 財務公司上載資料嘅時候呢，係需要得到借款人嘅同意同埋授權。咁而喺使用相關嘅系統嘅時候呢，佢其實呢喺成個電腦嘅系統嘅設計上呢，財務公司係要確認佢係有呢個借款人嘅同意同埋授權呢，佢先可以查閲有關嘅信貸資料。咁呢個軟媒科技呢，純粹就因為呢個協議書啊，成個操作呢，佢就假定呢個財務公司呢一定係會跟翻咁做。咁佢亦都直情指出呢，佢係冇辦法為每一間財務公司呢係作出仔細嘅監督。咁我哋喺調查過程中呢，我哋係發現呢，實際上呢，財務公司可以係冇遵從有關嘅條款之下，即係根本就冇借款人嘅同意或者授權呢，只要佢係每次俾2蚊，就可以喺5日之內呢係無限次查閲同一借款人嘅信貸資料。咁呢個情況呢就相當唔理想嘅，因為如果係用5日做一個俾錢嘅單位，其實5日之後佢又再俾2蚊，佢又係可以無限次咁查閲。換句話講呢，佢係可以不斷重複咁樣，只需要2蚊就無限次去查閲借款人嘅資料。咁呢個呢，就軟媒科技呢，亦都係確認呢，佢唔會審查財務公司就住每位借款人係攞到嘅同意或同埋授權嘅。咁呢個情況當然亦都係唔理想嘅。咁我哋調查，我哋發現啦，因為剛才我亦都有提到，投訴人呢就話去被知會有8間佢唔認識嘅財務公司呢係查閲過去嘅資料。咁我哋呢喺調查嘅過程中呢，就發覺呢8間嘅財務公司呢係全部都唔能夠出示到呢個借款人簽署嘅授權書。咁佢哋嘅理由呢，就真係可以話各有説法。喺呢個投射片上高呢，大家可以睇到啦。未能夠出示呢個授權書嘅原因呢，有3間財務公司呢，就話係投訴人最近曾經查詢貸款，佢最近曾經查詢過喎，所以佢哋就走去查。但係唔好忘記，佢哋係基本上呢出示唔到借款人嗰個授權書。咁另外3間呢，就話投訴人呢以往曾經申請貸款，即係以往曾經申請貸款呢，佢都可以係喺呢個借款人冇同意之下呢，就走去查詢佢嘅信貸資料。咁另外有1間呢，就話以往借款人曾經同意上傳借貸資料至到呢個資料庫。咁大家諗下啦。原來借款人以往曾經同意上載佢嘅資料呢，之後原來呢個財務公司呢就可以唔使去同意，亦都冇去授權，咁又去睇佢嘅信貸資料。咁另外有1間亦都講啦，公司正常程序會有授權書，即係正常程序呢就有嘅。不過呢個個案呢，佢就俾唔到呢個授權書。咁另外有1間呢，就話公司啱啱搬公司。所以咧，佢揾唔到呢個授權書。咁另外有1間呢，就甚至講呢，以前嘅職員呢，係未經公司授權查閲資料庫。咁呢個情況呢，我哋都覺得真係相當驚訝。即係以前嘅職員都可以繼續咁樣去查閲一個借款人嘅信貸資料。咁最後嗰間呢，甚至係冇解釋原因。咁呢個呢，就係8間財務公司各有各嘅説法。咁我哋調查嘅時候呢，我哋亦都係直接問呢個軟媒科技，佢哋有冇收到投訴？咁佢哋同我哋講翻呢，就係2021年去到今年3月嘅期間呢，佢哋其實係接獲呢66宗嘅投訴。咁有關借款人呢，係被不明財務公司係查閲佢嘅信貸資料，當中有90%呢，即係有59宗呢，係經調查之後呢，係確認呢個投訴係成立嘅。咁呢個情況當然呢，即係我哋都覺得哇，即係咁都得。 咁變咗咧，其實投訴人嘅個案咧就都唔係冰山一角，即係呢個情況咧喺第二啲個案咧亦都有出現。咁我哋調查亦都發現咧，語媒科技嗰個懲罰嘅準則係點咧？即係如果係違規嘅財務公司咧，初犯咧，佢係會收到警告信，同埋咧係禁止查詢信貸資料庫係幾耐啊？1日。咁第二次違規咧就禁止查詢5日，第三次違規咧先至係會禁止查詢15日。咁要去到第5次違規咧，先至係會永久終止信貸資料庫嘅所有使用權限。咁呢個咧就究竟呢個懲罰夠唔夠阻嚇性？我相信大家可以落一個判斷。咁同埋唔好忘記，語媒科技咧其實亦都同我哋係確認咗，佢係唔會主動去審查有關呢啲財務公司去查閲信貸資料庫嘅情況。咁變咗咧，其實去呢啲違規嘅情況咧，都真係要靠借款人咧嘅投訴，佢先會知道。咁綜合嚟講咧，我係覺得咧，語媒科技喺營運呢個信貸資料庫嘅時候咧，佢係違反私隱條例咧保障資料第4嘅原則嘅規定。私隱條例第4嘅保障資料原則係有關資料嘅保安。咁佢亦都係規定咗咧，呢個機構或者係資料使用者啦，需要係採取所有切實可行嘅步驟啦，係確保佢持有嘅個人資料係受保障，而唔受咧呢個未獲准許嘅或者意外嘅查閲啦、處理啦、刪除啦、喪失或者使用嘅。咁而財務公司每次喺呢個情況入邊咧，每次只係俾2蚊，就可以喺5日之內咧係重複係無限次咁去查閲同一個借款人嘅信貸資料。即係呢個情況咧，再加埋我哋係發覺呢個語媒科技咧係並冇任何監察，亦都冇定期去監察呢個信貸資料庫嘅使用情況咧，我哋覺得佢係違規嘅，係違反咗呢個私隱條例有關資料保安嘅規定。咁另外一個情況咧，我哋覺得佢嗰個密碼嘅管理咧係薄弱嘅，因為每次財務公司咧，其實佢係喺查資料庫嘅時候咧，佢都係需要輸入一個密碼嘅。咁但係咧，我哋係發覺咧，財務公司咧係可以係自己係定去自己嘅密碼。咁而呢個密碼無論喺長度啊或者係複雜性咧，都係一個低強度嘅密碼。咁而呢個語媒科技咧，亦都冇要求財務公司咧係要定期更改密碼。咁所以我哋覺得咧，其實佢嘅職員咧係可以有機會咧好輕易咁用一個同一組嘅密碼就去查閲呢個借款人嘅信貸資料。咁我相信大家都記得啦，喺8間財務公司入邊，即係呢個投訴個案入邊咧，有一間正就係話前職員喺未獲授權嘅情況之下咧，係去睇呢個借款人嘅信貸資料。咁呢個咧就係前職員用翻同一個密碼去睇呢個借貸資料嘅情況啦。咁所以咧，呢個密碼嘅管理咧，我哋係覺得係非常之薄弱嘅。咁總括嚟講咧，我係會覺得呢個 TE 嘅信貸資料庫咧，就係好似一個持牌放債人業內公開嘅信貸資料平台。咁而去呢個資料庫咧，係載有大概18萬名借款人嘅個人資料私隱。使用呢個信貸資料庫嘅財務公司咧，係多達680幾間。咁佢係完全呢個語媒科技咧，係完全冇採取適當嘅保安措施去監察同埋管理財務公司使用呢個信貸資料庫嘅情況。咁呢個實在係令人遺憾嘅。咁所以我係總結咧，佢係違反咗私隱條例第4個保障資料原則有關資料保安嘅規定。咁喺以下嘅環節咧，我係會請吳律師咧係為大家介紹下 另一項違規嘅情況。
係唔該，專員。除咗頭先專員所講啦，我哋即係專員認為軟媒科技違反咗私隱條例底下保障資料第4原則之外咧，專員亦都認為咧軟媒科技係違反咗私隱條例底下保障資料第2原則嘅規定。第2原則咧係有關個人資料嘅保留。根據私隱條例底下咧，保障原則第2嘅原則定明咗，資料使用者咧需要採取所有切實可行嘅步驟咧，以確保個人資料嘅保存時間係唔會超過將佢保存以貫徹嗰個資料被使用於或者會被使用於嘅目的嘅，包括任何直接有關嘅目的所需要嘅時間。簡單嚟講呢，即係話資料保存嘅時間呢，唔應該超過達至原本目的嘅實際所需嘅時間。另一方面呢，根據專員發出嘅個人信貸資料實務守則，呢個守則呢本身係旨在為資料使用者應該點樣處理個人信貸資料，以符合私隱條例嘅規定呢，提供咗一個實務性嘅指引。當中呢，守則係規定咗喺有重要欠帳嘅情況之下，意思即係話拖欠還款超過60日嘅欠帳呢，信貸資料機構淨係可以將已經完成還款嘅資料由清還日期啦，又或者破產令解除日期兩者之間較早嘅日期起計呢，保留5年嘅啫。就住今次嘅調查呢，根據我哋得到嘅資料同埋證據顯示，軟媒科技呢係並不會主動刪除信貸資料庫裏邊嘅信貸資料。因此，事實上呢，軟媒科技亦都向我哋確認呢 TE 信貸資料庫裏面屬於已經完成還款超過5年嘅信貸記錄呢，係大概有5萬幾宗。頭先講咗啦，私隱條例裏邊嘅同埋守則嘅要求啦，咁所以根本冇可能呢，任由已經完成還款嘅信貸記錄呢無限期咁樣被保留。而軟媒科技呢，未有制定一個主動刪除已經完成還款嘅信貸記錄嘅政策呢，呢個做法除咗漠視咗私隱條例嘅規定呢，亦都增加咗借款人資料外泄嘅風險。咁專員認為呢，軟媒科技違反咗呢個保障資料第2原則有關個人資料保留期間嘅一個規定。咁基於軟媒科技違反咗頭先所講啦，私隱條例保障資料第4同埋第2原則嘅規定，我哋已經採取咗執法嘅行動。根據私隱條例第50條，向軟媒科技送達咗一個執行通知，指令佢作出以下6個行動，以糾正違反嘅事項同埋防止同類違反嘅事項再次發生嘅。執行通知指令咗軟媒科技首先要刪除 TE 信貸資料庫裏面由最後完成還款日期起計已經屆滿5年嘅信貸資料，無論資料當事人有冇直接同軟媒科技啦，又或者經財務公司通知軟媒科技去作出呢個刪除呢啲信貸資料嘅要求。就要求軟媒科技制定一個政策同埋程序，確保 TE 信貸資料嘅保留期間符合頭先所講嗰個守則嘅要求。包括完成還款嘅信貸資料，除咗基於其他法律嘅要求之外唔會被保留超過5年。欠款未有超過60日嘅信貸資料唔會被保留超過5年。以及3，喺保留期屆滿之後立即刪除有關嘅信貸資料，除非有其他嘅法定要求。3，制定保障個人資料嘅政策同埋程序，並且採取措施定期去檢視佢嘅僱員係咪有遵從呢一啲政策同埋程序嘅要求去行事。4，就係檢討同埋制定財務公司查閲呢個 TE 信貸資料庫嘅次數嘅限制，並且制定監察措施以偵察任何唔合規嘅查閲模式。專員亦都指示軟媒科技要制定一個政策同埋措施，核實嗰啲財務公司喺查閲呢個 TE 信貸資料庫嘅前， 已經攞到嗰啲借款人嘅授權書，以及6為 TE 信貸資料庫咧制定同埋實施咧強密碼管理嘅政策。而專員呢亦都指示咗語媒科技由執行通知嘅日期起計3個月內呢，要向專員提供文件，證明已經實施頭先所講1至到第6項嘅指示。以上就係執行通知嘅內容，我將個時間交翻俾專員。
唔該晒，唔該晒，吳律師。總括嚟講呢，我係想作出幾點嘅觀察。咁就現時呢 TE 信貸資料庫個營運同埋係管理呢，係並唔受任何行業守則嘅規管，亦都唔受金融行業相關法例嘅規管。例如呢個譬如係放債人條例啊，或者係持牌放債人嘅守則啊，咁呢啲規管都係冇嘅。咁呢個情況呢係並唔理想嘅。咁隨住數字經濟嘅發展呢，妥善管理同埋保障信貸記錄呢，已經係成為保障個人資料私隱同埋金融嘅數據安全不可或缺嘅一環。無論呢個信貸資料係正面或者係負面，市民呢，我覺得呢都會係合理咁期望佢哋嘅信貸資料呢係獲得充分嘅保障，而唔會係話被一啲未被授權或者係被一啲完全冇相關嘅財務公司係去睇到係去攞到。試諗下，如果有一個市民佢呢就因為去財務公司借過一次錢，去呢個財務公司喺佢同意之下就將佢嘅資料上載喺呢個信貸資料庫入邊，佢會唔會話諗到原來佢嘅資料呢係可以俾超過680間嘅財務公司係幾乎係冇限制咁樣去睇到？咁所以呢個情況呢係完全唔理想嘅。咁為咗保障借款人嘅個人資料私隱，同埋確保數據庫信貸資料庫嘅數據安全，我係建議任何信貸資料庫嘅營運啦同埋管理都應該係受到規範或者係規管。呢個不論係以法例啦、法規啦、指引啦、守則啦，譬如係行業守則啦，或者係發牌制度去規管。重點係呢，違規者呢係應該得到適當嘅懲處。借款人嘅個人資料私隱呢係要得到確切嘅保障。咁而呢個信貸庫、呢個信貸資料庫入邊嘅資料呢，亦都係要得到強而有力嘅防護。咁呢個呢，就係我想指出嘅3點嘅重點。咁我亦都想借呢個報告就係向語媒科技同埋其他經營信貸資料庫嘅營運者呢係作出4點建議。第一點呢，就係實施個人資料私隱管理系統，係將個人資料私隱嘅保障呢納入機構嘅數據管治嘅責任。第二呢，係需要委任一個保障資料主任，係確保呢個資料呢個信貸資料私隱管理系統呢係有執行，同埋要確保私隱條例嘅要求呢係得以遵從。第三呢，係要聘用一個獨立嘅循規審核人士，對成個信貸資料庫嘅運作同埋使用情況呢係進行一個定期嘅循規審核。而最後一點呢，就係增加違規情況嘅罰則。咁呢個係好緊要嘅，一定要確保罰則呢係有阻嚇性，即係令到呢啲財務公司呢就唔會係喺違規嘅情況之下呢係無限次咁去查閲借款人嘅信貸資料。咁呢個呢就係有關第一個調查報告嘅報告啦。喺以下嘅環節呢，我係會講翻介紹翻我哋另外一個檢視嘅報告，就係比較10大網購平台嘅私隱設定嘅報告。 咁隨住互聯網啦同埋網上交易平台咧越嚟越成熟啦，咁大家都睇到啦，市民咧使用網購嘅情況咧，亦都係越嚟越普及嘅。咁網購咧，除咗係為消費者帶嚟各種方便啊同埋好處之外咧，其實喺我哋睇嚟咧，亦都為呢個佢哋嘅個人資料私隱咧係帶嚟一啲風險嘅。正正因為咁咧，所以我哋咧就係進行咗呢個檢視，亦都係睇咗10個本地用戶咧係常用嘅網購平台。咁呢10個網購平台嘅名咧就已經喺呢個投射片嗰度咧係羅列出嚟，我唔喺呢度再重複啦。咁我哋檢視嘅流程咧，基本上就跟翻去嗰個購物嘅流程，由用戶註冊開始啦。如果係由用戶註冊開始咧，我哋睇到咧，我哋檢視嘅所有購物平台咧，一般都係需要用戶係提供喺註冊名啦、流動電話號碼啦，同佢哋嘅電郵嘅。有4個平台咧，佢哋咧就可以以訪客嘅身份係進行網購，即係佢哋咧就唔需要咧係登記成為用戶嘅。咁呢4個平台咧就係 BK Mall 啦、eBay 啦、Price.com 啦同埋 Samsung。咁我哋睇到呢個平台嘅私隱政策咧，其實大部分係台咧都係需要用戶咧係年滿18歲先至可以註冊嘅，只係有3個平台咧就冇一個最低嘅註冊年齡，就包括 BK Mall 啦、Price.com 啦同埋淘寶。咁我哋亦都睇到咧，有2個平台咧就係會係要求用戶確認佢哋係年滿18歲。咁但亦都有2個平台咧係會用收集得嚟嘅出生日期咧去確認用戶係年滿18歲。咁但係我哋喺測試嘅過程中咧，我哋係嘗試咧就我哋嘅同事咧就用13歲同埋15歲咧嘅用戶嘅身份咧去註冊。咁而喺其中3個平台咧都係可以成功註冊嘅。咁呢3個平台咧就係 Carousel 啦、Fortress 啦同埋京東。咁呢個同佢哋嘅最低註冊年齡嘅要求咧係不符嘅。咁喺結帳方面啦，通常我哋睇到呢啲平台喺處理結帳嘅時候咧，一般都係會收集進一步嘅個人資料，例如地址啦，或者佢嘅聯絡方法嘅。咁而大部分嘅網購平台咧，亦都係接受用戶係透過第三方支付嘅平台係俾錢嘅。講到直接促銷啦，咁我哋睇翻我哋所檢視嘅平台嘅私隱政策咧，所有嘅平台咧，其實都可以用用戶嘅個人資料係進行直接促銷嘅。咁而有4個平台啦，大家睇翻呢個投射票藍色嘅框框咧，喺呢4個平台咧，喺註冊嘅時候咧，佢哋係俾用戶選擇究竟係咪同意接收呢啲廣告信息或者促銷嘅信息。咁另外有4個平台咧，即係橙色嘅框框咧，同樣喺註冊嘅時候咧，佢係俾用戶去選擇同唔同意咧。咁但係佢預設嘅咧，佢就係用戶係同意咗嘅。咁另外咧，喺綠色嘅框框嗰度咧，就有2個平台咧，就未有喺註冊嘅時候向用戶提供一個選擇嘅同意嘅選項。咁就係包括淘寶同埋京東。咁喺淘寶嘅情況咧，我哋睇到雖然佢喺用戶註冊嘅時候咧冇提供呢個選項，但係喺呢個帳號設置嘅時候咧，佢係有一個功能係俾用戶開啟或者關閉。就係話個人化推薦，你會開啟又關閉咧，咁佢就喺呢個帳號設置嗰度咧，佢係有嘅。咁但係京東嗰方面咧，就無論係喺用戶嘅註冊嘅時候咧，佢咧就冇提供呢個選項，而佢咧亦都冇顯示咧任何徵求用戶同意嘅呢個直接促銷嘅信息。咁所以咧喺呢方面咧，我哋睇到咧就有一個明顯嘅 佢係冇徵求用戶同意嘅情況嘅。講到私隱政策啦，基本上我哋檢視嘅10大平台咧都有擬定佢嘅私隱政策，而根據呢個私隱政策咧，佢哋定明佢哋收集嘅個人資料咧係由12項咧去到23項係不等嘅。咁我哋亦都留意到咧，京東同埋淘寶咧喺私隱政策係列明咧，佢哋係會收集生物辨識資料，即係呢個係biometric data。咁呢個當然包括譬如面容識別啊，或者係手指模啊。咁喺資料轉移方面咧，所有被檢視嘅平台咧，佢哋都話佢哋係會將用戶嘅係轉移俾例如係業務嘅合作夥伴、附屬或者關聯公司、廣告同埋促銷合作夥伴啦，同埋供應商等等。所以基本上咧，你註冊咗呢啲網購平台咧，你嘅個人資料咧係可以話100%咧，都係會被轉移俾佢哋嘅關聯公司嘅。私隱政策嘅易讀性啦，咁呢度易讀性咧，我亦都想指出咧，係有幾個平台咧係做得比較好嘅。例如 Carousel 咧，佢係提供咗一啲進一步嘅連結啦，就住一啲特定嘅。咁譬如話喺第三方供應商方面咧，佢哋嘅政策啊，或者係佢哋目標式廣告啊，佢哋都會提供係進一步嘅資料。咁而喺 eBay 嗰度咧，佢係會用一個分層式咁樣去顯示佢嘅私隱政策，等用戶咧就可以用一個點擊嘅方法去進一步了解有關嗰個私隱政策嘅詳情。咁而喺另外4個平台入邊咧，我哋亦都發覺咧，佢喺問答或者支援部分咧，其實佢提供嘅資訊咧都係非常之簡單同埋易明嘅。用戶追蹤啦，咁呢個我相信咧好多人都會有興趣知道。咁原來大家註冊咗或者去呢啲網購平台買嘢之後咧，佢哋都有一個追蹤用戶嘅功能。咁涉及嘅資料咧就包括用戶嘅位置資料啦、瀏覽記錄啦，即係用戶去過邊啲平台去睇啊，或者去買過啲咩嘢啊，交易記錄同埋呢個裝置嘅資料，即係用戶嗰個用咩裝置咧咁樣。聊天機械人方面咧，就一共係有即係10個平台入邊有7個啦，佢哋都係提供聊天機械人嘅功能，等用戶咧可以係透過聊天機械人係作出查詢嘅。好啦，最後講到呢個刪除帳戶啦，我哋睇到嘅所有10大平台咧，都係容許用戶咧係刪除帳戶㗎。咁而有3個平台咧，我哋覺得係嗰個俾用戶刪除帳戶嘅方法咧係比較正確嘅。咁喺以下嘅環節咧，我或者請郭正熙主任咧，就介紹下我哋有呢個檢視報告有咩建議，同埋俾用戶一啲使用網購平台嘅 tips。
好啊，唔該專員。頭先專員提過啦，咁我喺呢個嘅檢視報告裏邊咧，我哋就有唔同嘅觀察同埋嘅睇法啦。咁專員就藉住今次嘅檢視咧，就提供咗10點嘅良好行事方式啦，同埋加強私隱保障嘅建議俾翻呢啲嘅網購平台嘅。第一項啦，頭先喺 TE 個調查報告裏邊都有提過啦，就網購平台啦或者資料使用者咧，咁我哋都建議佢哋係委任翻一個資料保障主任啦，亦都設立翻一個個人資料私隱管理系統嘅。第2點啦，就網購平台咧應該只係收集一啲必須要嘅個人資料，即係包括咧喺用戶進行註冊嘅時候或者交易所需要嘅個人資料啦。咁另外咧，我哋都建議佢哋咧，即係允許用戶咧，其實用訪客嘅形式咧去身份去購物咧，咁亦都可以足夠嘅。第3點啦，咁就係提供使用個人資料喺直接促銷嘅選項。簡單而言咧，就係我哋建議網購平台咧，應該係清晰咁去用戶表達係會用佢哋嘅個人資料做直接促銷嘅喎。咁而喺同時間咧，亦都要問佢哋咧攞翻相應嘅同意，亦都俾翻個選擇佢哋選擇願唔願意接受呢啲直接促銷啦。而喺呢個提供呢個選項嘅時候咧，亦都避免咧係一個預設嘅同意嘅。第4點啦，提供安全嘅付款渠道啦。第5點，咁亦都建議網購平台咧應該提供一個清晰易明同埋全面嘅私隱政策。 咁簡單而言，我哋都建議佢哋咧係可能用一啲分層式嘅展示啊、圖片啊、短片咁樣啦，去俾一個簡單易明，令到用戶咧係容易去閱讀呢個嘅私隱政策嘅。好啦，另外仲有其他5點啦，包括啦，就網購平台咧應該謹慎咁去使用第三方服務啦。譬如如果佢哋會用一啲第三方嘅付款平台或者一啲分析工具嘅時候咧，佢哋應該確保呢啲第三方嘅服務供應商啦，佢哋嘅私隱保障或者嘅資訊安全，佢哋有足夠嘅可靠性。第7點，網購平台咧應該提高咧追蹤用戶活動嘅透明度。即係點樣咧？我哋會建議呢啲平台咧係介紹翻俾啲用戶咧，究竟佢哋係會點樣去追蹤佢哋嘅活動啦，亦都講清楚佢哋嘅追蹤目的，亦都應該咧提供翻一啲相關嘅選項，由用戶自己去決定願唔願意接受呢啲嘅追蹤。第8點啦，採用預設私隱，即係咩咧？簡單而言，我哋就係話，即係將網購平台應該將所有同私隱有關嘅選項咧預設咗咧係保障用戶嘅私隱。第9點，提供足夠嘅用戶控制權。譬如啦，網購平台可以用一個免登記嘅登入方式啦，即係用一個訪客嘅形式去進行購物啦，或者咧係俾用戶咧足夠嘅控制權去選擇接收信息嘅編號啦，接唔接受用戶追蹤啦，甚至係俾佢哋可以選擇去刪除相關記錄嘅情況嘅。第10點啦，咁我哋都建議翻網購平台啦，一個提供翻方便嘅刪除帳戶選項，即係俾翻啲用戶，如果佢哋唔再使用呢個網購平台嘅時候，可以好簡單而言咁樣咧，將個帳戶去刪除咗佢。咁頭先以上咧就係10點嘅建議啦。咁專員咧亦都因應今次嘅檢視網購平台嘅工作啦，亦都製作咗一份咧叫做使用網購平台嘅保障私隱貼士嘅單張，俾翻咧市民去參考翻。咁有嘅呢個咧就係嗰個單張嘅情況你有啦。咁咧係加強翻市民啦，去使用網購平台嘅時候咧，去保障自己個人資料私隱嘅意識。咁以下咧我會介紹嘅貼士裏邊嘅10項嘅貼士。咁分開有2個部分嘅。第一個部分咧係關於保障個人資料私隱。第1點，市民咧係使用呢啲網購平台嘅時候咧，應該提供最少量嘅個人資料，即係純粹咧就係為咗完成註冊或者交易咧所需嘅最少量資料，或者啦，如果可行嘅情況底下咧，亦都考慮咧以訪客嘅身份咧進行交易嘅。第2啦，市民咧亦都應該注意有關直接促銷嘅設定，佢哋應該根據自身需要啦，作出相應嘅選擇，究竟接唔接受呢啲嘅直接促銷啦。第3點，考慮使用第三方嘅支付平台，使用可信賴嘅第三方支付平台咧去進行呢個結賬嘅。第4點啦，咁當然啦，市民去購物，咁但係咧佢哋購物嘅同時咧，應該亦都要去細閱翻有關平台嘅私隱政策，了解究竟呢啲平台收集個人資料嘅目的啦，同埋佢哋嘅使用方式。另外啦，當佢哋註冊咗呢啲帳戶之後咧，佢哋應該入翻去個 setting， 即係個私隱設定裏邊咧，去進行翻啲相關嘅調整嘅。咁檢查翻呢啲預設嘅私隱同埋安全設定啦，刪除翻非必要嘅追蹤功能同埋索取資料嘅權限。第6點啦，如果呢啲嘅用戶咧已經唔再使用呢啲嘅網購平台嘅時候咧，佢哋應該咧係去刪除咗個帳戶，避免咧身份盜竊啦，亦都減低資料外泄嘅風險嘅。咁第2部分啦，咁關於一啲安全網購嘅貼士嚟嘅。咁即係我哋叫第7點啦。咁包括咧，如果我哋去使用呢啲網購平台嘅時候咧，先咧應該要檢查呢啲平台嘅真確性，去確保呢個網站或者一啲嘅應用程式咧係由官方提供。跟住啦，當我哋去使用呢啲平台嘅時候，亦都要安全咁去使用啦，包括啦避免咧就使用呢個公眾嘅 WiFi 進行交易啦。當你設定你嘅網購平台嘅帳戶嘅時候咧，亦都應該使用一個高強度嘅密碼。之後啦，如果你去購物，你去點擊之前咧，最好咧先停一停，諗一諗，唔好隨便交出你嘅個人資料啦，諗清楚係咪有需要先去提供啦。最後啦，就係話定期咧，你哋都要定期去查看翻啦，相關嘅網購帳戶啦，究竟有冇問題啦？如果有問題或者懷疑被騙咧，咁應該立即報警或者聯絡我哋私隱專員公署。 咁以上咧就係10點咧，我哋有關保障私隱嘅貼士。咁我而家將時間咧先交翻俾專員。
多謝郭主任。Ladies and gentlemen, let me summarize some of the key points of our presentation in English. The first report, which I published today, is an investigation report in relation to an unauthorized access to the credit data in the TE credit reference system. The TE credit reference system was operated by Soft Media Technology Company Limited. Around 680 licensed moneylenders used this credit reference system, which contained the credit data of about 180,000 borrowers. And the present investigation arose from a complaint lodged with my office, complaining that the credit data of the complainant in the credit reference system was accessed a number of times by 8 moneylenders unknown to him without his consent or authorization. And as a result of our investigation, I find that there were deficiencies in the security measures taken by Soft Media Technology Company in the operation and management of the credit reference system. In particular, Soft Media allowed unlimited access to the credit reference system at a very low fee. Essentially, when the moneylender paid $2, the moneylender would be having unlimited access to the credit reference system for 5 days. And 5 days later, if he paid $2 again, he would have another series of unlimited access for another 5 days. And it is regrettable that Soft Media did not regularly monitor or supervise moneylenders' access to or use of the credit reference system. The second aspect of serious deficiency is that, notwithstanding the amount and nature of the personal data in question, Soft Media did not adopt a strong password policy. Neither did it set any expiration period for passwords, and moneylenders are just left to set the passwords themselves, and they can keep on using the same password forever. Thirdly, another deficiency is that there was prolonged retention of over 50,000 credit records of those borrowers who had repaid their loans more than 5 years ago. In the circumstances, I'm of the opinion that Soft Media has contravened the relevant requirements of the Personal Data Privacy Ordinance. In particular, Soft Media has failed to take all practicable steps to protect the personal data in the credit reference system against unauthorized or accidental access, processing, or use. And this is in contravention of Data Protection Principle 4 of the Privacy Ordinance in relation to the security of personal data. Secondly, Soft Media has also failed to ensure that the personal data in the credit reference system is not kept longer than it is necessary, and this is in contravention of Data Protection Principle 2 of the Privacy Ordinance in relation to the retention of personal data. Given the contraventions, I've therefore served enforcement notice on Soft Media, directing it to take action to remedy and prevent recurrence of the contraventions in question. In particular, I have directed Soft Media to delete all those 50,000 credit data of those borrowers who have repaid their loans for more than 5 years. I would also like to make a few observations as a result of this investigation, because I'm concerned about the findings of the investigation. The current operation and management of the TE credit reference system is not regulated by any industry code or any law relating to the financial sector, including, for example, the Moneylenders Ordinance and the Code of Practice of Licensed Moneylenders. And I would say this situation is far from satisfactory. To ensure the protection of borrowers' personal data privacy and the data security of the data kept in the credit reference system, I recommend that the operation and management of any credit reference database should be regulated or supervised through laws, regulations, guidelines, industry codes, or licensing systems. It is of crucial importance that appropriate penalties should be imposed on the wrongdoers, that the privacy of borrowers should be adequately protected, and the data security of all the data in the credit reference system should be properly safeguarded. I will now turn on to the other report which I published today, which is a review report on a comparison of the privacy settings of 10 online shopping platforms. In this report, we have reviewed the privacy settings of 10 online shopping platforms in order to understand how they collect and use the personal data of their users. And the names of the 10 online platforms are shown on this slide. I do not propose to repeat them here. And here are the overall observations. Basically, all online platforms reviewed have formulated privacy policies, which specify that they collect between 12 to 23 types of personal data. And 4 platforms altogether, out of 10 platforms, including BK Mall, eBay, Price.com, and Samsung, allow purchases without requiring user account registration. In other words, there is no need for you to register as a user before you can carry out any online shopping on these 4 platforms. And from our review, all the platforms reviewed I think most of the platforms reviewed have minimum age requirements. And although Carousel, Fortress, and JD.com have minimum age requirements, there are no measures in place to prevent registration by persons under 18. On direct marketing, all of the platforms reviewed would basically use users' personal data for direct marketing. And 4 of the platforms provide options to users during the user registration process for them to indicate whether they accept advertising or promotional messages. Another 4, although they provide such options during the registration process, they have set the default as agreed. And we noticed that in the situation of one platform, JD.com, it neither provides such an option during registration nor displays any message seeking the relevant consent from users. And on tracking users' activities, all online shopping platforms basically would track users' activities. And this include location information, browsing history, meaning that whether the user has browsed certain platforms has looked at certain materials or products, transaction history, and also device information. As regards their privacy policies and the transfer of personal data, we also noticed that all platforms reviewed state in their privacy policy that they will transfer the personal data of users to third parties, including business partners, affiliates or related companies, advertising and promotion partners, and also outside service contractors. And most of the platforms reviewed also accept payments through third-party payment platforms. On readability of privacy policies, 3 platforms rank the highest in terms of readability, and they are Carousel, eBay, and PlayStation. As regards the deletion of user accounts, basically all platforms reviewed allow users to delete their accounts. But we noticed that 4 platforms in question provide users with clearer options for account deletion. Together with this review report, I've also made recommendations to operators of online shopping platforms, and all these recommendations are shown on this slide. I would just like to highlight a few here. In particular, we recommend the online platform operators to appoint a data protection officer to ensure that the requirements of the privacy ordinance are complied with. We also recommend them to increase transparency, for example, in tracking users' activities. And we also ask them to adopt privacy by default or privacy by design in designing the services of the online platform. Last but not least, we have issued a pamphlet today offering some tips to users of online shopping platforms. This particular pamphlet provides advice to users on how to protect their personal data privacy and also how to carry out online shopping safely. I've set out all the tips on this slide, so I do not propose to repeat all of them here. So with that, I've come to the end of my presentation, and we are very happy to take any questions that you may have. Thank you.
唔該晒專員。好，跟住落嚟係答問時間。大家如果有問題嘅話，可以先舉手，我哋會有同事交個咪俾你。請各位喺發問之前先講出你嘅名同埋你所屬機構。So now we open the floor for questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and let us know your name and organization. 或者後面藍色衫嗰位先生先。
專員你好，明報嘅，想問3條問題。第一個問題有關執行通知嗰方面，咁見到報告其實都提到喺發出通知之後3個月之後要交翻文件，其實發出通知個日期係幾時呢？嗰個期間係點樣計呢？咁同埋見到入邊都有6點嘅要求啦，當中其實都想進一步了解下，其實公署會點樣去確保呢間公司係確切執行咗你哋嘅一啲命令呢？咁包括要求佢哋刪除還款期滿咗之後嘅5年滿咗嘅資料啦，咁樣你點樣確保佢哋真係做到而唔會作額外備份啊，或者係真係唔再留喺個資料庫呢？另外就之前你都提到佢哋係唔能夠確保每一間公司都簽到啦，咁其實點樣可以肯定佢哋承諾之後做到嗰個效果係合乎公署嘅要求呢？呢個有關執行通知第一個問題。第二就係提到頭先有關呢一個資料庫其實係唔符合唔需要受到一啲相關嘅金融機構嘅條例管理管轄之下。其實類似嘅呢一啲嘅資料庫，公署有冇留意到香港有幾多個呢？會唔會進一步去調查呢啲同類型不受規管嘅資料庫呢？而第三個問題就係頭先提到，呢間公司自己都收到有59宗係成立嘅，有冇一啲個案係比較誇張少少都可以同大家分享一下，個情況係點呢？
係多謝呢個提問。其實就唔止3條問題嘅，我呢度粗略計一計，可能都有5條。咁嗰個執行通知嘅期間呢，咁 咁嗰個執行通知咧，其實我哋係琴日已經係送達咗俾佢哋嘅。咁嗰個計法咧就係由琴日開始計啦，3個月之內，佢哋一定係要採取行動咧，就係符合翻我哋執行通知入邊嘅要求。咁點樣確切係睇到佢哋係執行咗執行通知嘅要求咧？咁呢個咧，我哋咧其實係出完執行通知之後啦，咁我哋要求譬如刪除有關嘅資料庫入邊即係已經儲存過久嘅資料啊，或者叫佢制定啲政策啊、程序啊。咁呢方面咧，我哋第一咧，佢係一般嚟講咧，佢係會俾翻相關嘅證據俾我哋。咁我哋會睇翻相關嘅證據，睇下我哋滿唔滿意佢嘅回覆。咁如果有需要嘅話咧，我哋係會再落去咧，係去到去嗰個實地查核咧，去嗰個資料庫入邊個情況嘅。因為之前咧，我哋其實員工咧亦都係已經實地落咗去睇過一轉嘅。咁所以呢個唔使擔心嘅，我哋係會繼續跟進嘅。咁至於係有幾多個同類型嘅資料庫咧？咁呢個咧就唔係我哋呢一次調查報告嘅範圍啦。因為我哋調查報告嘅範圍咧，就係呢個投訴人嚟投訴有關呢個TE 信貸資料庫嘅情況啦。咁我哋主要就集中睇翻呢個TE 信貸資料庫嗰個運作嘅情況。咁但係咧，我哋因應呢個現時調查報告嘅情況咧，我哋係會考慮咧，係再睇翻有冇同類型嘅類似嘅信貸資料庫，亦都會去了解佢哋嘅運作情況。呢個我哋係現時咧係考慮當中嘅。咁至於投訴呢個遠媒科技咧，佢自己處理嘅投訴咧就係有59宗成立嘅。咁呢個咧就係遠媒科技處理嘅，就唔係我哋處理嘅。咁所以呢個咧亦都唔係今次嗰個調查報告嘅範圍。咁我哋主要咧就問佢攞翻一啲相關嘅資料。或者粉紅色呢位咧
Hello, 3 questions from Hong Kong Free Press. As you claim that the TE system requires the money lending companies to input the ID number of the borrowers before they can access the credit data. So first, why did those 8 companies who have the ID number of the complainant? Especially, we can see that it seems that not all of the companies claim that the complainant have applied for loans through their companies before. So why would they have the ID number of the complainant? Second, the complainant discovered that this incident because of the reminder of one of the money lending companies. So can we say that normally other borrower will not notice there are other companies checking the data through the platform? So the third question is that, do you see the incentive of the credit reference platforms of setting up the regulation to regulate themselves? Do you see any incentive?
Thank you for the 3 questions. The first question is why do they have the ID number of the borrowers? I believe that the borrowers may be former borrowers of the relevant financial company or money lending company in question. That is why they have their ID numbers. They may be ex-borrowers of the company. I think the situation varies, but it appears that the borrower in question may have made inquiries with the money lending companies in question, or he may have previous loans from the money lender companies in question. That is why they got hold of his identity card number. Because it is essential for the money lender to input the borrower's identity card number before they can upload his information or have access to the credit reference system. And the second question, what is the second question? Yes, I remember that. I do believe that in most situations, the borrowers may not be aware of the fact that his or her reference data or reference information is subject to such access by money lenders. I think this will only happen when the borrower in question is being informed by somebody else or by a money lender that they noticed that his record was being accessed a number of times by other money lenders, such as in this complaint case. And it's only in this case that the borrower becomes aware of the fact that his data was subject to a number of access by other money lenders. And the third question, which is a very good question, is whether I believe that that is incentive for money lenders to devise any code of practice to regulate the operation of the credit reference platform. I do believe that that is incentive on the part of the licensed money lenders. I do believe that they want to comply with the requirements of the law. For example, the requirements of the personal data privacy ordinance. And they have to conduct their business lawfully and properly in order to establish a good reputation for the industry. And if they continue to have a credit reference system like this in operation without any regulation or without any code of practice in place, I do believe that that is detrimental to the industry as a whole, because some borrowers would be hesitant to approach money lenders to borrow money. I don't think any borrower would want to put his or her personal data or credit reference information in the database just because he got financial difficulties in a particular incident. So I think this is detrimental for the industry as a whole.
專員你好友善嘅幾條問題，首先就想問翻 TE 而家呢個情況，而家 TE 而家呢個情況啦，唔受工會啊、金融行業相關嘅法例規管啦，係咪存在緊一個漏洞啦？借貸人好啊，借貸人可以點樣保障自己啦？會唔會有翻啲咩修例建議俾當局啦？另外 TE 而家呢個情況會唔會有任何嘅懲處呢？而家有冇一啲嘅機制去懲處呢啲違規嘅情況？你哋建議增加嗰個違規情況嘅罰則啦，係違反啲咩規？係私隱啦，定係佢哋嘅行業規例啦？想問而家個罰則係幾多？
佢呢個咧就借貸人保障咧，其實我諗你嘅意思係借款人啦點樣保障自己？咁呢個借款人咧，當然咧，我覺得咧，佢係要小心簽署任何文件啦，即係佢係去到呢啲財務公司嘅時候咧，譬如佢係話要借一個貸款啦，咁佢有好多文件要簽嘅，咁佢要睇清楚呢啲相關嘅文件係啲咩文件，咁然後咧就佢係咪真係同意？咁同埋咧有需要嘅話咧，佢係要問翻呢啲財務公司，佢嗰個資料係會點樣處理？會唔會話佢個資料係上載喺呢啲信貸資料庫，抑或點樣咧？咁樣咁呢個咧就佢可以係需要提高警覺啦，同埋咧有疑問咧，佢係可以向呢啲財務公司咧係提出嘅。咁當然啦，如果佢有投訴嘅話咧，係好歡迎佢咧係嚟到私隱公署咧係作出投訴嘅。咁至於懲處方面咧，其實現時嚟講咧，我頭先投射片上高嗰個懲處咧，呢個可唔可以俾翻個投射片出嚟？你 check 嗰個 VN 嗰個 panel 條5蚊同埋係啦，呢個懲處咧。其實呢個懲罰嘅準則咧係呢個遠回科技自己定嘅，咁佢喺佢嗰個同財務公司嘅協議入邊咧係佢嘅懲處，就唔係一啲監管當局嘅懲處。咁所以你見到呢個懲處咧，我頭先都介紹咗，即係初犯咧就係有警告信同埋禁止查詢係1日咁樣，咁要去到第5次違規咧先至係永久終止資料庫嘅所有使用權限。 呢個我跟住講下，佢咧本身去違反咗私隱條例咧，根據私隱條例嘅機制咧，我哋咧係會發出一個執行通知俾佢嘅。咁喺呢個個案入邊咧，我哋亦都喺琴日咧就已經送達咗執行通知。睇翻個聽冇嘅。咁如果係有違反執行通知嘅情況咧，就係一個刑事嘅行為。即係我哋咧係可以係視乎嗰個情況咧，就係考慮係提出刑事嘅檢控嘅。咁刑事檢控嗰個罰則咧，就係第一次初犯咧就係5萬蚊，同埋係監禁2年嘅。係，如果佢係違反呢個執行通知嘅話咧，呢個係一個刑事嘅罪行。咁呢個喺個私隱條例入邊已經定咗嘅。咁呢個咧就當然啦，我哋亦都要諮詢律政司嘅意見啦。咁如果係有呢個證據充足嘅咧，我哋係會考慮提出呢個刑事檢控嘅。咁嗰個罰則咧就係5萬蚊同埋2年。咁呢個係講緊初犯嘅情況。咁如果係再犯嘅話咧，咁個罰則會再更多嘅。
你好啊，香港01啊。首先想問翻咧頭先嗰個即係講初犯嗰個問題咧，其實呢間公司佢本身嗰個資料庫咧，自己都有59宗嘅投訴啦。即係如果佢3個月後佢冇跟住執行通知去改善佢嘅問題啦，咁其實如果要檢控佢，佢到底係咪初犯咧？其實佢之前已經有59宗類似嘅情況出現。另外都想問翻咧，即係而家其實市民咧自己有冇可能係知道佢嘅 record， 即係佢可能完成咗還款。咁但係佢嘅 record 係咪仲喺呢啲資料庫入邊咧？如果佢想查詢，其實有冇建議可以俾佢哋？另外即係睇翻成個即係報告啦，入邊有好多懲處或者跟進咧，其實都係跟住呢一個即係 TE 嘅資料庫。咁但係嗰啲財務公司咧，其實佢哋係喺一個即係冇授權嘅情況之下，去查詢咗一啲即係借款人嘅資料。其實佢哋自己有冇一啲責任要負咧？唔該。
咁嗰個其實嗰個初犯嘅意思咧，或者我講翻介紹翻我哋嗰個執行通知同埋私隱條例嘅規定啦。嗰個執行通知咧，就係我哋喺私隱條例之下咧，如果佢係違反咗保障資料原則咧，我哋係會出呢個執行通知嘅。咁呢個執行通知咧，如果佢係違反嘅時候咧，佢就係一個刑事罪行。咁我所指初犯咧，就係佢第一次，譬如佢違反咗呢個執行通知。咁嗰個處罰咧，就係最高係罰款5萬蚊，同埋係監禁2年。咁同埋係每一日罰款咧，如果佢係一個持續罪行嘅話咧，就每一日係1000蚊。咁呢個係話初次違反呢個執行通知嘅情況，就唔係話嗰個資料庫即係嗰啲犯規嘅情況。咁而去再次或者屢次違反執行通知咧，佢嗰個最高罰款咧就係港幣5萬，港幣10萬，同埋監禁2年。咁而嗰個持續嘅每日罰款咧就係每次港幣2000蚊。咁其實我自己覺得咧，嗰個罰則嚟講咧都係可以再加強嘅。咁所以我哋而家係審視緊私隱條例嘅審視緊私隱條例咧，我哋其實亦都係建議咧係增加呢個罰則嘅，增加嗰個阻嚇性。咁第二個問題係有關嗰個記錄係咪？係，其實咧，如果係用開呢個TE 信貸資料庫嘅借款人咧，我之前亦都有介紹到嘅，佢係有一個手機軟件嘅。咦？唔係，去翻嗰個賣窿嗰個。呢度啱啦。其實喺用呢個使用 TE 信貸資料庫嘅借款人嚟講咧，每係提供咗一個手機軟件叫做賣窿俾佢哋嘅。咁佢係可以使用呢個軟件咧，佢入邊咧係有啲程式咧，直情有一個功能咧就係查閲翻信貸資料庫嗰個報告嘅。咁所以佢係可以利用呢個軟件咧係查閲翻自己嘅資料。譬如話佢其實已經還晒啲債嘅。 還晒啲債好耐嘅，咁佢睇到咁嘅情況咧，咁佢係可以用翻呢個軟件睇翻，咁或者甚至我相信佢都有其他渠道咧，去問翻相關嘅信貸資料庫咧，係攞翻佢嘅信貸報告，睇翻佢嗰個信貸報告入邊咧，究竟仲有幾多資料喺呢個資料庫入邊咯。呢個當然啦，呢個當然嘅，因為如果係個人資料嚟講咧，喺私隱條例嚟講咧，呢個機構即係資料使用者咧，就只可以係保存一個期間咧，佢如果係話收集呢個資料係作為一個目的，而呢個目的已經達到咗啦，佢係需要刪除呢啲資料，佢就唔可以話永久保留。咁呢個情況咧，我哋見到有超過5萬宗嘅信貸資料咧，基本上可以話係永久保留。咁呢個係違規嘅情況，咁所以我哋就覺得佢係違反咗保障資料嘅第2原則。唔該晒。佢冇授權嘅情況下睇咗啲資料，其實咧第一佢一定係違反咗使用嘅條款啦。第二咧，佢係佢其實有可能咧，就係譬如佢呢個係一個以前嘅客戶，佢有可能咧係違反咗使用個人資料嘅情況嘅。咁但係呢個咧當然要視乎每個個案嘅情況而定。即係我哋咧就係現時嚟講咧，要睇翻每一個個案嘅情況先可以決定到咧佢有冇違反私隱條例嚇。咁但係好明顯咧，佢係違反咗呢個同軟媒科技嘅使用嘅條款啦。唔該晒。最後後排嗰位啊。
RTHK. So can you actually state in English what the enforcement notice that Soft Media has to follow, and how will the Privacy Office know that they have completed those measures? And
Sorry,
then
what is your second question?
So can you state what the reinforcement notice encompasses for in English, and also how will the Privacy Office know that they've completed those measures? And then secondly, will the Privacy Office be conducting checks on other credit reference agencies? Thank you.
Thank you for this question. Given the contraventions by TE credit reference system, we have issued enforcement notice to the company in question, directing them to remedy the contraventions and also to prevent recurrence of similar contraventions in future. In particular, we ask them to delete the credit data, and this involves over 50,000 credit data of those borrowers who have repaid their loans more than 5 years ago. We also ask the company to formulate policies and procedures to ensure that the data in the credit reference system is not kept longer than is necessary, and also to monitor and supervise the use and the use of the credit reference system in question. At the end of the 3 months period, we will be checking the compliance situation again by requesting, for example, documentary evidence, and if necessary, we will be carrying out on-site inspection of the credit reference system to ensure that all these records have been deleted and that proper system and also policies and procedures are in place to safeguard the personal data kept by the company. I hope I have answered your questions. Yes, we do not preclude that because we are concerned about the findings of this investigation, and we will be considering carrying out a compliance check for all other credit reference agencies. 係啊，因為我見到都12點半啦。
你好 Now 嘅，首先想問一問咧投訴人嘅背景啦，佢係咪已經還款超過5年呢？第二條想問翻嘅就係財務公司經過呢啲嘅資料庫去查閲呢啲借貸人嘅資料本身有冇問題呢？同埋可以查閲嘅資料係包括啲乜嘢呢？同埋市民可以點樣知道自己啲資料已經去咗資料庫呢？係咪其實嗰啲借貸人去財務公司借錢嗰陣，其實有冇提醒過啲用戶其實啲資料係會將佢放咗落去資料庫，定其實佢哋唔知嘅呢？同埋都想問翻就係嗰8間公司係咪都係資料庫嘅客戶嚟嘅？所以佢哋係可以查閲到相關嘅資料，其實違規嘅方面喺邊度呢？同埋最後想問一問就係會唔會對市面上其他信貸資料庫去進行調查呢？唔該。
第一條問題係有關呢個投訴人嘅背景。我唔知有吳律師有冇呢個資料，即係佢有冇佢嘅債項咧係咪已經還咗超過5年？應該唔係。
我哋冇呢一方面嘅資料嘅，就住佢嗰個即係債項嗰個情況。
係因為呢個始終都係佢嘅私隱嚟嘅，咁所以咧佢係冇同我哋提供嘅。咁第二個咧就係財務公司有冇即係喺呢個冇借款人嘅同意同埋授權之下咧，去查閲呢個信貸資料庫咧係有冇違規？咁呢個咧就肯定咧財務公司同軟媒科技嘅協議入邊咧係同埋佢嗰個成個查閲資料庫嘅程序咧係講得好清楚咧，佢係需要信貸人嘅借款人嘅同意同埋授權咧，先至可以上載資料同埋查閲有關嘅資料。咁呢個咧佢肯定係有違反相關嘅協議。咁至於嗰個私隱條例嘅情況咧，呢個咧就真係要睇翻嗰個別嘅情況而定啦。因為去查閲呢啲資料咧，我哋咧就會考慮咧，一般嚟講咧會考慮佢係唔係合法咁樣去收集呢個借款人嘅個人資料咧，係咪公平咧？如果係話根本冇借款人嘅同意，或者佢根本唔知情，佢咁樣去睇佢嘅資料係咪合法，係咪公平咧？咁呢個咧就要真係每個情況去睇啦。咁至於另外個問題就係話呢8間財務公司喺投訴個案入邊涉及嘅8間財務公司係咪 TE 信貸資料庫嘅即係夥伴咧？呢個肯定係嘅。即係佢哋係680幾間財務公司入邊嘅8間。咁至於會唔會係睇翻其他信貸資料庫嘅情況咧？咁正如頭先我講咧，我哋係非常關注呢個調查報告嘅結果嘅。咁我哋亦都會考慮咧，係對相類似嘅信貸資料庫咧，係作出係循規嘅審查嘅。
好，我唔該晒專員。咁而家嚟到呢個記者會嘅尾聲啦，
或者聽埋呢條，好似未問過。
係幾位好情報記者。專員頭先提過話咧，即係英文答嗰陣時咧就話係有即係嗰8間公司就可能係話知得係話受今次個事主就係會同佢哋查詢過貸款等等嗰啲嘅情況，所以8間公司就有佢哋嘅資料啦。但係頭先最開頭嗰陣時又話係話話事主其實就唔認識呢8間公司嘅8間公司嘅情況。咁其實係邊個講法先係正確嘅咧？另外就係話即係都想問一問話就第二，即係啱啱頭先嗰個檢視報告嗰度咧，其實就話10個即係嗰10個平台嗰度咧，其實有冇話以往有收過一啲關於啲私隱問題嘅一啲投訴咁樣都可以講下，唔該。
好啊，多謝呢2條問題。咁咧就第一個問題咧就係話投訴人嘅説法同埋呢8個平台嘅説法，咁邊個係正確嘅咧？因為我哋呢個調查咧，或者係一般嘅調查入邊咧，其實投訴人嘅説法咧，同或者係被投訴人嘅説法咧，好多時都會有一啲出入嘅。咁我哋主要咧就睇返我哋投訴嗰個目的，同埋我哋投訴嘅事項係乜嘢。咁喺呢個個案入邊咧，我哋投訴嘅事項咧就係話借款人咧就係話呢8間咧都喺佢唔知情同埋佢冇同意嘅情況之下去睇佢嘅財務資料。咁我哋調查發現出嚟咧，呢個情況咧其實呢8間公司咧都係承認嘅。 咁佢哋亦都提供唔到呢個投訴人所簽署嘅同意書或者係授權書。咁所以喺呢個基礎上咧，喺呢個即係我哋睇到呢個情況上咧，我哋就係覺得佢係軟媒科技有違反私隱條例嘅情況啦。咁當然啦，有啲細節可能係各有各説嘅。咁但係呢啲細節各有各説咧，就唔影響我哋嘅定論嘅。咁另外啦，呢10個平台，10個平台有冇其他有關私隱嘅投訴咧？或者去翻嗰10個平台嗰個投射片。去翻10個，係呢10個平台咧，係可以話有嘅。比較籠統咁嚟講咧，我哋係有收過一啲係有關呢個資料外泄嘅通報嘅，就有關10個平台入邊其中一啲平台。咁呢個咧就係有關佢哋嘅資料外泄，即係喺佢哋嗰個資料保安方面。咁有啲通報咧，我哋其實已經亦都係完成咗成個調查嘅程序嘅，即係個案已經作結。咁有啲咧仍然都係進行緊嘅。
好，唔該晒專員。好，咁今日嘅記者會嚟到尾聲，咁大家如果之後再有問題嘅話，可以聯絡我哋企業傳訊部嘅同事。咁我哋都準備咗啲輕食同埋飲品俾大家可以享用嘅。咁多謝大家。Thanks everyone. So that closes our media briefing today. If you have any questions, please contact our colleagues from the Corporate Communications Division. We've also prepared some light meals and drinks for you to take away. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming.